Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato, and this is Startup Company. Orbital Online is going from strength to strength to strength, and actually, I think that we are reaching the maximum number of potential users that we have realistically a chance in reaching. We've maxed out video functionality, we've maxed out the landing page, and we're currently utilizing text ads to bring in, well, I say money. It's not actually that much money that we're bringing in, although it's more money than we've ever brung in at any other time, but still not enough to make bank. So I really think that over the next wee while, we want to focus our efforts on making Orbi snaps as best as it possibly can. Let's immediately max out the landing page. I think that's probably a pretty darn good idea. Comment functionality. We can actually upgrade as well. Nice. Okay, great. So comment functionality, we're off to the races. This website, which I set up just to test something, I can't even remember at this point. We can dispose of that. Orbi Snaps also at the moment doesn't actually have a contract. One of the features is a text ad, but we're not actually utilizing it at the moment. You know what, let's leave this off for a little bit. Yeah, let's leave that off a little bit for now. But let's try and get some text ads. This guy that we've got he's got a fairly large number of offers. I'm gonna get rid of that offer because it's pretty garbage. And we can try and negotiate this, but I don't think we can actually negotiate it low enough. Oh no, tell a lie, we can actually negotiate it low enough. It will just be almost worthless. These two contracts, I think I put them at 5 days, are they? No, they're 10 days. They're 10-day features, so they're going to max out in 7 days. So let's set up this contract to be 6 days long. And that should theoretically mean that all of the contracts finish at round about the same time, which just kind of makes it a little bit easier. Makes it a little bit easier to coordinate things. Let's see what the maximum number of people we can do. You know what? I'm fairly confident that 16,700 people is manageable. Daily payment. Contracts are being paid daily at noon. I think that there's been an update since I last played, which means that things might be paid daily at noon rather than being paid in a lump sum. Or that might just be specific to this deal. I don't exactly know. So that's $1.19 CPM. I mean, if we could do like 2, that would be great. Let's like request 260 or something. Wow, they were really not keen with that. All right, let's bring it down. 80? 50? 70? Don't walk away. I would send another offer, but I actually need this money. I really do want this offer. All right, let's take the offer. Sure. Great. So we accepted the offer and it starts tomorrow. It will last for about 6 days, which means that, you know, we'll get 5 grand in total, which is not too shabby if I do say so myself. It narrows the financial gap, but it's not enough to actually make us any money. At the moment, we're kind of saving our research points. We had to, as you know, abolish every single member of staff that we had. And now we don't have many researchers. We've only got 1 researcher, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. It's completely fine. However, it does mean that it's going to take us slightly longer to make the next revenue item, which is subscriptions. I don't actually know how they do subscriptions because we've only done advertising before. Subscriptions, I think, would be great. Yeah, 400 research points. I'm very keen to make it happen. You need an intermediate desk, I think. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's new. We could put you on an intermediate desk. And also, why on this planet are you idling? What does Orbi Snaps need to be bumped up in terms of features? It's literally just back-end and input modules. Alright, so just build back-end modules. Oh, look at this. The queue has been expanded. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm very happy now. This is very, very good news. You can just do everything. There we go. And you can do that. All right. Perfect. Great. This is going well. This is going really, really well. I did say that I wanted to get you a new desk. I am actually going to do that. Let's do that. Can we delete a desk? Is that a possibility? I do not even know if we can delete a desk. Oh, hold on. Yep, delete. I hope we get our money back. Oh, we've got one in stock. All right. Well, that's kind of nonsense, but whatever. Let's pay a good bit of money. We need to unseat you. Remove from desk. There we go. Fine. And then let's put you in a nice posh desk. There we go. So that should make a little bit of a bonus. You're getting a nice demand bonus, which is quite nice. Therefore, I hope that that you like me a little bit more. The 7-hour workday and the small retirement plan. Both of those things are on our list to research. Actually, before I go and do that, I just need to make sure that you're up to date. Expand your queue. Fantastic. Oh, nice. We can scroll through dudes. Fine. Yeah, one of the we could actually unlock that, you know? Free gym membership, small retirement plan, free beverages. I mean, that's going to end up costing us a lot of money, but when we do roll it out, it's going to be a pretty substantial mood bonus to a lot of people, I think. Also, I'm pretty happy with how we've managed to stop losing so much money. This is definitely good news for us. Backend and input modules. We're getting there. We're getting there. That's not a problem. Our registered users are increasing, but they're just increasing at a fairly consistently slow pace, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. It's totally fine. And the valuation of this is approaching. In fact, it's actually already breached 1 million, which is very, very nice indeed. We don't have any support tickets. We're not running any marketing campaigns. Just get rid of that, sure. Great. Okay. Well, I feel like we're in a little bit of downtime right now where we don't actually have an awful lot to do without any extra research points. So maybe for that reason we bring on an instant hire. That's interesting. But that's a good way to indicate salary, presumably, right? 3.9. That's really good, and you're pretty darn good at your speed. This is just a great way to look at things. 4,900. All right, we can see who's going to be a steal here. This is good news. This is very good news, in fact. So you would be a steal at 4,100. Negotiate 3,600. You're going to try and ask for a ridiculous salary. I'll bump it up by a little bit. 4,000. Can we settle on an even 4,000? $4,100. All right, fine. You got me. At least we don't have to pay any upfront charges, which is fine. Should we rank by speed? Let's rank by speed. See if we can get a good deal on any of these guys. I mean, you are 7,000 bucks. You're pretty good value. You're even better value. Yeah, you're really good value. All right, you know, I'm actually gonna Rodney Long. Sure, I'm quite happy to bring you on board. Sure. Nope. Can I pressure him into 4,600? Nope. He's only going to take 4,700. All right, well, that's disappointing, but whatever. Okay, we brought 2 more people on board, which is fine. One was a value hire, and the other was a much more expensive value hire. Whoa, you're actually okay with sitting at a beginner desk? That's kind of okay, I guess. Whoa, why is everyone okay with sitting at a beginner desk? Are you okay sitting at a beginner? No, you're okay at an intermediate desk. You don't care about your desk. Alright, a lot of people do want to actually be sitting at intermediate desks, but it turns out that that a couple of people are okay at beginner desks, which is fantastic, I would hasten to add. It's really, really good news. Alright, so we've now basically... Why are you at home? Alright, you're coming into the work. You're coming into work. But yeah, we're basically now to a point where I think we're really going to rapidly increase our research potential. The real question is, do we want to unlock the benefits pack? Right? Small retirement plan. Free beverages, gym membership. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to continue to save for something else? I.e. subscriptions. That's such a large gap. Like, that is a big, big gap. Servers, we cannot at all justify servers at this moment. Also, Orbisnaps. Does Orbisnaps, do we make enough money? Do we make enough money? We lost 4 grand there, which makes me think that we're not perhaps hitting our targets here. Oh, no, we are just. Yep, alright. Well, if we are, that's perfect then. You know, we have increased our salary cost. It's not something that I'm super happy about, but it is what it is. You know, bada bim, bada boom. These things happen. Salary costs get expensive, and, you know, with the extra researchers, it's bound to be expensive. I actually do think it's worthwhile, though. Let's get you on training, Mr. Orbital Potato. Nice little tie up in the top right-hand corner there. What, you want a 7-hour workday retirement plan of any machine, extended retirement plan, and a bookshelf? Wow. Jeez, some people, eh? Honestly, just the worst. Orbisnaps needs to get a couple of upgrades. Yep, we can get one upgrade there, and a back-end module. We'll also be able to get that fairly soon. You know, we've got a lot of users. They're coming at the rate of about 200 a day. Maybe we could speed that up with marketing. I'm not really sure that I want to do that, though. Not really sure that I want to do that. The contracts are about to lapse out, so again, that's something that we can look at faffing around with next time. This is something else that we could potentially spend our research points on. And people have mentioned spending some of our modules on efficiency. I don't actually think that that's worth it, given the fact that it's only costing us whatever it is, 220 bucks per day or whatever to host this machine, which is not that much in the grand scheme of things. It's quite a lot, I guess, but at the end of the day, not that bothered. But it is something to consider. Now, in terms of replacing text ads, we could replace text ads. Yeah, we're basically just maxing out our registered users, which is kind of annoying. The landing page could definitely be switched on over to something else, but I'm not entirely convinced that that would be a worthwhile endeavor for us. I think we're much better just growing our revenue through Orbisnaps. Oh, hold on a minute. Ah, interesting. Alright, well that's fine. We can negotiate a new contract for Orbisnaps, but I would rather just do it tomorrow. So it turns out that it doesn't actually matter when you start the contract for 6 days. The contract will run 6 days from when you actually sign the contract, which is fine. That's okay. Serves me right for being too clever, trying to outwit the video game and be overly clever. But it's fine. We're in a fine position anyway. It's not a big deal. Yeah. So whilst you're not doing anything, we can just get you trained up, which is going to be kind of nice. And maybe will allow us to get a little bit of an upgrade to you. That'd be good. That'd be really good. I'm hoping that we can really push for a high CPM rate. That's really my dream. No guarantees that that's going to be the case though. We're gonna have to wait and see. Why is everyone so moody with me? I feel like they should like me more. I think part of it is putting everyone on an intermediate desk. That would be a step in the right direction, I think. Alright, let's have a little look at what contracts these guys have got. Mildred Walton, $4 CPM for 110,000 views. I mean, that to me seems like a job. Yeah, that's a job for Orbi Snaps. All right, so let's get you to negotiate a deal for Orbi Snaps. Just the whole day. In fact, it's pretty close to what we can manage. Let's do 10 days. I think that 10 days is probably something that we're likely to go for. Let's try and bump it. Wow, that's $4.40. That's pretty darn good. Let's try and bump it up to about $7.30. I really don't want to scare these guys away. They're very, very good. Let's bring it down. $6.40. All right, $5.50 is you know, you're almost capping out. $5.80. Oh, they accepted a $5.80 CPM. Oh my goodness, that was insane. That's really, really good value for us right there. Wowzers, holy cow, that's incredible. Okay, so what is everyone else offering? 3.7 for 400,000 views, and you're offering 3.9 for 460,000 views. Alrighty, well, 360,000 views is basically what we're getting here. If we move that back by 1 hour. How does that? There we go. There we go. Okay, so that meets the requirement. Time slot number 1 is 360,000 views. Do I need 360,000 views, or am I just making that up? Was it 460,000 views? It was 460,000 views. I'm just being an idiot. All right, well, let's reconfigure that. 460,000 views. Let's do it. All right, delete both these time slots and just start again. 460,000 views, give or take. I mean, not really give or take. That's probably it works better from this end. All right, and then you go to there, and that's about 110,000 views. All right, fine. Okay, so time slot 1, we'll do this one, and hopefully we'll get a darn good deal. Bump that up. We want time slot number 1. There we go. Orbital Online, text ads, negotiate. This could be the first time that we could be profitable. You never know. Crazier things have happened. Let's start 650 and see if we can worm our way down. I think these guys are probably going to get rather annoyed with me fairly fast. Yep, that's my impression. 540, come on, 540. 540, beautiful, that's perfect. That's really, really good. And then the last person, we would like to get someone for the other slot. So who's offering the least views? Either of these guys, to be honest. I don't think this is going to scale all the way down as low as we need it to go. All right, that's not a problem. We'll just have to get you to cancel that one. Sure. Yeah, stop training and just start doing this stuff. Oh, actually, that's a darn good new feature. You can be our man on the ground with regards to low numbers of impressions. There we go. 0 to 138,000 impressions. I think that's fairly reasonable. So you can go out seeking a low number of impressions for us to fill the gaps on either Orbi Snaps or Orbital Online. Alright, that works pretty darn well. It does mean at the moment... Hold on a minute. It does mean at the moment that we don't have someone in the second slot for Orbital Online for 117,000 views. But there's not much that we can really do about that. There's not much that we can really do about that at all. All right, we've almost managed to double, really, our researchers. Holy cow, each and every time we're reaching new heights with Orbital Online, we're getting closer and closer and closer to becoming profitable. I'm going to hire another 2 researchers because I feel that would be a totally appropriate thing to do. Research demands. I don't really care about their demands, to be honest. Although their demands actually would not be the worst thing in the world. We can start hunting for expert researchers. I didn't think that was a possible thing to do, at least at this point in the game. I might be mistaken, though. This is good news, though. This is very good news. 81,000. I mean, I think that we negotiate and roll that out like as soon as we possibly can. Yeah, that's really good. And this might be what makes us profitable. If this pays 19 grand, then this might be what makes us profitable. I'm fairly certain that it will not be the case, but hey ho. Come on. You can go higher than that. They're still smiley. Look, look. We can see their happiness with us now. 460, come on. $460. I knew I could get them there. I knew it. All right, so that's us down to just an 8,000 loss for the entire month, which is actually really, really good. Per day, we should be losing about 283 bucks, which is actually pretty darn impressive. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with how far we've narrowed that down, or narrowed that loss down. We're still looking to hire like another couple of researchers, a few more researchers, and we're gonna be golden. I think, to be honest. An expert researcher. What are your demands? Your demands are a water cooler, an executive desk. Yeah, we cannot do any of these things for you, I'm afraid, Sophie. So you're just going to be rubbish for us. So let's just hire beginner people, let's research their demands, and let's start headhunting. It's still going to take an equally long time, but I think it's better to have beginners, because there's a much higher chance that they're going to be willing to sit at beginner level desks. Yeah, so let's let that sort of propagate for a little bit so that we can get a little bit of a better understanding of exactly what we're after. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. So it just actually goes through the queue. Oh, man, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. So now there is no way for them ever to sit idling. It'll just go through the queue, presumably forever, which is great news. That's really, really great. All right, man, I dig that. That is great. Orbi Snaps, there's a couple more bits of common functionality that we can add to Orbi Snaps, which is lovely. Turn that on, sure. Happiness ain't exactly the best. 53, 65. All right, fine. Comment functionality. We'll turn on comment functionality. That's A-okay with me. We really need to grow Orbi Snaps to be as big as Orbital Online if we want to have the profits to run both of these sites at the same time. I think it's actually kind of nice that we end up having two websites. I think that's a really, really darn good deal for us. And we're really coming very, very close to being profitable. Like, we're losing such a little amount of money that it's barely noticeable at this point. Anyone that's a steal from the outset, you're pretty good value. 102% speed, but only a 4,717 salary. So you're pretty darn good. I like to sort by speed. I think that's probably the best way to do it. We're just going to sort by speed, and then we have a little look to see if there's anyone that's particularly good value. Because we're researching research demands as well as a salary expectation, it's taking an additional 6 hours per candidate. So, you know, good old Orbital Potato here is getting through about, what, like 2 or 3 candidates? In fact, no, like 1.5 candidates per day. It's not... No, actually... I thought it was going to take 6 hours per candidate. I guess maybe the fact that you're super, super speedy, a speedy potato, makes a big difference there. All right, but nothing sticks out at me as someone that's... No one sticks out here as particularly good value. You're not too bad at 5,000 bucks. Yeah. All right. Yeah, alright, let's get you then, sure. 4,200. I'm just inclined just to offer you exactly what your wage is. Nope. Send it again. There you go. I didn't even look. Fire Ella Ward? Why would you want to... Why? Why? That's such a stupid... That's such a stupid thing to say. Like, you don't even know that she's working here. Just pretend that she doesn't exist. I'm not firing her. This is not a thing that I'm doing. That is not something that I'm even remotely considering doing. But that's our 4th researcher. And I don't plan on stopping there. I want to continue. I want to hire more researchers, because the only way that we're going to accelerate out of this dive that we're currently in. I say dive, it's a little bit dismissive, really. The only way that we can accelerate out of this, you know, controlled descent that we're currently in is by pulling up. Is by pulling up the nose. All right, let's get a really, really good person. There we go. You think that you can play me? Not a chance. I don't even know what this guy's demands are. Nothing that I really could care about, or nothing that I can really do. We can actually get some of this stuff, but none of them seem to want the stuff that I can buy at the moment. Oh, I can buy a coffee machine. Is that going to make people happier? Anyone going to be happier? The fact that there's now a coffee machine. 1 plant and 1 coffee machine. Who knew? Who knew that that was all that was required to make an office actually happy? I certainly didn't, but now I do. Ladies and gents, we are very, very, very close to researching the next thing that we want to do. It's been a little bit of a filler episode, this one, but I feel that next episode we're really going to accelerate out of this dive that we're currently in. We got a lot of researchers. We've really secured our financial position. Once these contracts come to the end of their lifespan in a couple of days, boy oh boy, things are going to get real good real fast, I'm telling you. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. This has been Startup Company. I'll see you next time. Bye.